3-1 and 3-2 puzzle worksheet. Remember, there are 2 rules with the puzzle worksheet. Rule number 1, don't shout out the answer. So when you know how you can turn a pumpkin into a squash, don't shout it out. Shh. Rule number 2, you still need to finish the worksheet and show me the work. On some of them, like this one, it's sometimes hard to show a lot of work. On the other side, there will be. So please join me on 3.1 on the Chapter 3, Lesson 1, Puzzle Time. Join me where it says to simplify the expression on Part A. As you and I do that on Part A, again, first, if there's any subtraction, you and I will switch it to adding the opposite. Otherwise, then, once everything is adding, you and I can then use our commutative property of addition, an associative property of addition, and add anything in any order. Please, on Part A, circle up your like terms. Circle up anything that has an x with it. And then, mental math, calculator approved, you take 8x plus 13x, you add these coefficients, the numerical factor in a term with a variable, the number in front of the variable. You add the 8 and the 13 to get 21x. Boom! That's it. So now you're looking for 21x along the sides. Aha! Here it is. Cross it off. You will not use it again. In box A, put down the word throw. Again, if you know the answer, shh, don't shout it out loud. So, on Part B, if there is any subtraction, we say don't subtract. Did you say add the opposite? If not, it's all right. But switch it. Please start with the variable. So again, circle up the variable, the 15x. Does anything else have an x with it? Any other like terms? Nope. Okay. Then write down 15x and cross it off. Whatever's still there, we need to deal with. These guys are constants. They are plain numbers. They are numbers, or terms rather, without a variable. So take 10 plus a negative 6. Notice again, mental math or calculator, it's not 16 or a negative 6. Please try to get the answer of positive 4 on your own before you add them. Currently, when I make this video, I've been asking a silly question. Are these guys the same color, the blue and the black? No, they are not. I asked that question because, 1, I'm using different colors, but 2, using math terms, are they like terms? Do they both have a variable with them? No, then don't add them. Are they both just plain numbers? Are they just constants, just a term without a variable? Nope, then don't add them. That is your answer. So again, go around looking for that. Notice again, because we have it in addition, you can have it in any order. But we're looking over here, second column, all the way down. The word is it. So up here with B, put down it. So how do you turn a pumpkin into a squash? Throw it. Shh. Don't shout it out. Keep on working it through and show me the work. Jumping down to letter G. If there's any subtraction, switch it. If not, here's this 5. We need to distribute that. So when I say show the work, I need you to show me this loop. And then you can rewrite it down here as 5x, or you could write it over here if you'd like. But don't put down plus 8. Got to share and play nice. Draw that loop here and distribute the 5 to the 8. Remember, the 5 and the parentheses are touching, so they are timesing. So you may mental math or calculator take 5 times 8, but do not distribute the 5 to the 3. It is not in the parentheses. That's the work I need to see. However, you are always welcome to rewrite it so you can see it here all on one line. And then again, add up your like terms. I see a 5x. Does anything else have an x with it? Nope. So then circling these guys on up, I got a positive 40 plus a positive 3. 5x plus a positive 43. Now we just go searching for that guy, trying to find it. There it is, second column. Here it is, another it. So on G, box with a G, please put the word it. Notice I did skip a few, so make sure you're putting this second it in the letter G box. And one last one that I want to work on. You and I have this phrase, don't subtract, add the opposite. Part J, please switch any subtraction to adding the opposite. Adding the opposite. At some point in time, you may know the joke, but you still need to show me the work. So I'll be looking for this work. Circle up your like terms. Circle up the ones with the variable. Oh no, they're fractions. You may switch them to decimals, but these ones, when you take the top divided by the bottom, it does not work. Over here, you get 0.833333333333333. Over here, 0.666666 forever and ever. So you have to deal with them as fractions. Please add them. Ooh, but in order to add fractions, we need a common denominator. You could take 6 times 3 to make 18, but don't. Make life simpler. Take the smaller number. Take that times something to make 6. Take it times 2. So now I have a negative 4/6 x. Now we can add these guys together because we have a common denominator. 5 plus a negative 4 does not give me 9 or negative 9. It gets me 1/6 x. Cross out those guys. Required? No, but very, very helpful? Yes, as we then look at adding these guys. Now for you and I, we're going to add those together and you're going to say plus a negative 6. However, you and I follow the don't subtract, add the opposite rule, but the textbook will not. So you might have to look for 1/6 x minus 6. Again, as you're going through these on the right column over here, they don't follow add the opposite. So if you want to switch all these answers to adding the opposite so you can see that, great. Otherwise, please note that 1/6 x plus a negative 6 is the same as 1/6 x minus 6. So letter J is down. Mr. Wells, I know the joke. Okay. Shh. Rule number 1, don't shout it out. Rule number 2, you still need to finish the worksheet and show me the work. So circle up the like terms. Show me the distribution, the little loops, and rewriting things. That's the work I'm looking for on this side. However, when you flip to the other side, join me on the back. 3.2. What did the candle say to the match? Again, if you can look at the letters, so down here, you already know the joke. Don't shout it out. Rule number 2, you still must show me the work. Join me on number 1. It says to find the sum. Well, that's very nice. They're already telling us to then add these guys. First and foremost, in the first parenthesis, are there any subtraction? Nope. Second parenthesis, switch it to adding the opposite. Second, not required, but I'm going to make you do it. How many x is in that first parenthesis? Sneak a 1 in front of it, because you and I are about to take x plus x, but we need to get the right answer. Same thing, there's an x here, but put a 1 in front of it, because then when you and I take 1x plus 1x, when we take x plus x, we don't get x. We get 2x. Cross those guys off. Then add up your other like terms. Take these constants, the 10 plus the negative 14, 24, negative 24. I like the mental math, but that's not going to be it. You and I are going to write it as 2x plus a negative 4. We will find it, though, as 2x minus 4, most likely. So as we join over here, again, Mr. Walls, there's no 2x plus a negative 4. But there is a 2x minus 4. So if you need to go through and switch all these answers from subtraction to adding the opposite so you can see that, please do so, because with addition, we can write it in any order. Down at the bottom, we're looking for any box with a number 1. We're going to put the letter I in it. Join me on number 9. Though we're going to keep doing that over and over again here on 1 through 8. You can see we have some distribution, but I'll talk about that down here and do one example of distribution. Number 9, it now says find the difference. So there's a visual cue, a little life hack there that we're going to have to do some subtracting between these. So on number 9 right away, check the first parenthesis. Any subtraction? Nope. Check the second parenthesis. Any subtraction? Nope. In between, yikes. Switch that. Don't subtract. Did you say add the opposite? If not, we'll write it on in. Add the opposite. However, this is the opposite of everything inside of here, so we need to flip this. We need to make the opposite of all of these. Oh, there's an X there. Could you please put a 1 in front of that? Required? No, but very, very helpful. So please do so. Because now we need the opposite of everything in this parenthesis. What is the opposite of a positive 1x? A negative 1x. And what is the opposite of 10? Well, that's a negative 10. So that's enough work for me. Again, some of you may want to cross that out. Some of you may want to rewrite this other parenthesis all on the same line. If you want to do that, you can. You don't have to. But this work here with the distribution and rewriting it, that I need to see. And now just add up your like terms, whether you're circling up the negative 3x on the top, or down here where you rewrote it, plus the negative 1x, to give me negative 4x, plus, trying to figure out a color to use here, the 8 plus a negative 10. So again, you and I are going to put down plus a negative 2, but we're probably going to be looking for negative 4x minus 2. But again, remember, when you and I switch it to adding, you and I can put these terms in any order. So we could write negative 2 first. So that's why we like everything to be addition. Oh, look, right here on the top. Negative 4x minus 2, which is the same as our negative 4x plus a negative 2. Cross it off. We're not going to use that u again. Find any box with a 9 on it down here. And aha! Right here it is. Mr. Ball, say the joke. Shh, don't shout it out. And then you still need to show me the work. This is the work. I need to see you distributing. I want to see the circles as you add up your like terms. Last one, and then I'm done. Showing me number 14. In class, I'd ask you, do you like fractions? Most of the time we say no. So you take the top divided by the bottom. You can do that over here. You can do that over here. You can do these with the halves and the fourths. You can do that anywhere you want. But sometimes, like 4/7, it doesn't come out very nice. So you and I are going to have to distribute. Here we go. Distributing the 4/7 to the 4x. 4 as a fraction is 4 over 1. Time for our fraction dance. Take the top times the top. That's 16. And the bottom times the bottom. That's 7. Bring the x along with. We're going to leave it like that for right now. We'll come back to it, though. Distribute here. Oh, 3 as a fraction is 3 over 1. So take the top times the top. 4 times 3 gives us 12. 7 times 1 gives us 7. Improper, but I'm going to leave it like that because I see another fraction. That's got me worried. We're going to have to do some math. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Oh, wait. Is there any subtraction in this second parenthesis? Nope. Any subtraction in between the parentheses? Yep, that's our phrase. Don't subtract. Add the opposite. Now distribute. 9 as a fraction is 9 over 1. So top times the top gets me a negative 9 over 7x plus, another fraction. So fraction dance, yay! 5 as a fraction is 5 over 1. So negative 1 times 5. So negative 5. 7 times 1 gives me 7. Notice, I need to see this work. You can't just magically make the answer appear, because I don't know then whether you know the answer because you figured out the puzzle or the joke. I don't know if you've just copied it or if you guessed. So please note, I need to see the work. That's where most of your points come from, is having the work there. Now that we've got that, let's add our like terms. Yuck, we've got fractions. Yay, we already have a common denominator. So careful, it's not 25, it's not negative 25. When you take 16 plus a negative 9, mental math, calculator approved, gets me a 7 over 7x plus 12/7 plus a negative 5/7 is not 17 or negative 17. That gets me a positive 7 over 7. Oh, wait. Let's simplify that. What is 7 divided by 7? It's 1. So I'm going to put down 1x plus, 7 divided by 7 gives me 1. Great. So I have down, and we have down 1x plus 1. We're probably looking for x plus 1. Ooh, look at that. Right next to us. Cross off that x plus 1. It's the same as 1x plus 1. That is our answer to number 14. Wherever you see the number 14, put a G. Please remember, at some point in time, you will know the answer down here. Make sure the work is with it. If we're getting some things wrong up here and you're not finding the answer over here, go back and check the work, make sure we're adding correctly, make sure we distributed it correctly as well.